I am your host with the most, TheChronicToast. And today, we're going to dive back in and do some more shenanigans with the Breadbox Privateers. Oh, baby, looks like we got a full chat, which is fantastic. We got ourselves Hamster of Wrath. That's right, someone pay Comstar. We got Tank right here. Thank you very much for the resub, Tank. 3 months. That is fantastic. Holy wow. Man, that's awesome. Seawall, hopefully your day is going well. Welcome to the adventure. That's right. We have ignition in one way or the other. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, my 5 gigahertz connection on my router is deciding to, not do its thing anymore for some reason. It's only a month old, so that's great. And we're back down to the 2.4 gigahertz. So we'll see how this goes. We're only pushing 720p, so everything should be okay. But yeah, it's always an adventure. So without further ado, where are we at? What are we doing? That's right. We are still currently on Tukiyid in the year 3051, February 12th, just rolling over into that new point, just entering Tier 2 tech, which I'm really, really excited about. There's a lot of cool stuff that we'll be diving into here in a minute. So where are we at? What are we doing? Now, we had a relatively painful but successful series of missions during our last 1 hour stream. Today, we're hoping to go for 2 hours. We'll see if the Twitch and ISP gods deign that to be acceptable and possible. So we'll see what happens. Oh, man. Hopefully, everybody's day and weekend is going well. I know we're going to have a little bit of a lighter stream from some of our core crowd because it is the Super Bowl here in the United States. But that might just mean that we have a bigger crowd of different sorts from people that are looking for something to watch other than, football. So it is what it is. American football, I should say. There is different kinds of football around the world. Admittedly, better football depending who you talk to. If you want to talk about that stuff, let me know here in chat or down in the comment section down below. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'd be very curious to know what your thoughts are. So that being the case, for those that are curious, we do in fact have a YouTube channel where you can see all of our past catalog over a year worth. We're talking hundreds upon hundreds of hours of playthroughs and series just from BattleTech, the game itself, as well as a bunch of other cool stuff like Firewatch and other games that are floating around over there. Wreckfest, War Thunder, MechWarrior Online, all that shindig. So where are we at today? What are we doing? What are we diving on into? Well, we have some mechs to be repaired here, so we're going to get those back onto the category to be repaired. But before we do, we got thrashed pretty hard in our last playthrough session. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a contract that's a little bit easier, hopefully. We're going to take the B team, pick 3, get 12, 184,000 C-bills. We are below our self-imposed limit of 1.5 million, so we are going to be prioritizing cash for what little there is to get out of this. That's all right. And pick 0, get 3, 142,000. That should get us a few C-bills to cover a few repairs. Now, keep in mind, this is a half-skull mission, which means it could flex to 1.5 skulls, and pirates are involved as the target, so it could flex to a 2-skull mission. So this could be painful, this could be disastrous, but we're gonna try to make it work. We're gonna see how this goes. Now, looks like we got a commando here with a 223 pilot, a panther with a 322 pilot, which is really awesome, and an urban mech with a gunnery 1 pilot, which it is what it is. Thankfully, their piloting of 2 is going to be somewhat sufficient for some, melee action. So, Take Care says, as an American, WTF is the Super Bowl, and can I eat cereal out of it? Oh, man, the Super Bowl, for those that are curious, just go out and Google NFL Super Bowl, National Football League. This is where all of your major American sports teams, such as the Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, New England Patriots, St. Louis. Oh gosh, there's so many teams that are out there. Cincinnati Browns. American football is a variation of a few different sports. It is what it is. The Arizona Cardinals, but compared to the rest of the world, where football is effectively what we here in the States call soccer, right? So you're kicking a soccer ball around or a football around, and you play it with your feet. With American football, it's similar to a few other sports. I don't know. I'm going to fail at doing a good job of explaining it. So I would definitely recommend going out there and doing a YouTube or Google search. Joking aside or not, it is a common question that gets asked in conversation. Absolutely. Hamster says it's very violent chess. I mean, that's one way to look at it, for sure. Oh man, tank hair's just joshing me. I mean, it's true though. I do actually get that question more often than not. Not so much here from stream, but just in different conversations from the people that I talk with across the world. Tentatively gets brought up of, hey, so what's football in America? It is definitely odd. I'm more of a hockey fan myself. I grew up loving hockey. It's a lot more of a recognizable sport. Rock or hockey, curling, things like that's a lot of fun. So Seawall says it's rugby with body armor. Tanker says football is the mutant son of rugby crossed with a cross without sticks. Fair point. Fair point. I guess that would definitely make sense. So here's the question: what mech do we want to bring in? I think we're going to bring in the only medium we have, which is going to be our Vulcan. And who do we want to have pilot the Vulcan? Who do we have for pilots that are still available and ready to rock and roll? I think we're gonna bring Tug Bobo in. I got that nice ability to smash and dash, which is gonna be really good. Served cold. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the adventure. We are going to be streaming as long as we can today, probably about 2 hours, assuming the internet and ISP gods allow that to continue happening. We're having a lot of dropped frames on my 5 gigahertz connection, so my router, which is recently new, has decided that nope, this is not going to do anything anymore. So we'll see how that goes. Hamster says, luckily not me. I'm still in the med bay. Oh yeah, you're in there watching the Super Bowl. I think Super Bowl 742, the Comstar rocks versus I don't even know. I don't know. We're gonna dive on in. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna hit the deploy button. We've got Guano, Stubble, Pontoon, and Tug Bobo with a pretty decent scenario. As always, hashtag save Guano in the commando. I don't think we've had him survive yet. I could be wrong on that. But that commando gets work done for sure every time we dive through these particular missions and scenarios. Absolutely. Oh man, look at that beautiful sunrise there. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. All right, what do we have here? Caption the decommissioned base. Half skull, it could flex to 2 because pirates. Yeah, capture base, 142,000 C-bills, pick 0, get 3. We're training a group of mech warriors to act as a local defense force, and we'd like you to assist in their training. There's a decommissioned pirate base that we need to take ownership of. As it's undefended, this is a perfect opportunity for our trainees to practice operating as a team in a low-risk environment. We need you to send along a single experienced mech warrior to keep an eye on them and model good behavior for them. This seems like the kind of setup where afterwards they'll say, it was supposed to be undefended, Commander. Be prepared. Oh, man. So we're going to hit that begin mission button. And ladies and gents, it looks like we have someone that's already a bot. So that is fantastic. That means that we are getting popular. Oh, man. Bada bing, bada boom. What do you know? It's going to be one of those days. That's all right. And boop. There they go. Oh, man. All part of the fun. First bot, ring the bell. Ding, ding. Oh, man. Here we go. We are in the desert. Things are going to run hot. That is all right. Did the dropship just reverse out of the map? I actually don't know, Tank. I missed that. I was dealing with a bot. Did the dropship do weird stuff? Did we ban the dropship? Oh, holy wah. Well, we'll see how it goes here. Sort of looked like it. We'll have to catch up on that. For anyone that has a clip of that or the ability to clip, I don't know if I still have that turned on. Or we can definitely watch it on VOD or over on YouTube. What do we have here? We have got Guano. So all we got to do is just walk in there and stand around. This job sounds like bullcrap to me. I want to learn how to shoot, not stand around. I don't know. The mission sounds good to me. I need more practice driving this thing anyway. Let's confirm the base is undefended, Commander. Move up to this location and you should be able to get eyes on the base. Can we blow some stuff up, like the buildings and whatnot? Well, we will see. We will see what we got going on. Well, let's move forward. Let's sprint on up and see what we're dealing with here. really don't have a lot of opportunities here to kind of get around and down. Yeah, this map is not the best, but there is a landing pad here. We should be able to get eyes on the base. So we're just going to move forward straight away as fast as we can, and we'll see what we see. Fingers crossed. Oh, baby. Oh, man. There's the base up ahead. Looks like our employer wasn't kidding. It's empty. That sucks. Can I shoot some of the buildings anyway? Huh. I'm picking up engine signatures, boss. I'm guessing those aren't friendlies, and they're headed your way. Engines? Like mech engines? Oh, crap. I don't want to die. Get your lance in that base, Commander, and hold out till our employer gets us some more people on the ground. Well, you heard Darius. Let's dive on in, reverse dropship or no, and start working our way towards victory, no matter what we decide to do. Oh, baby. And I do apologize a little bit, ladies and gents. I am trying to keep an eye on the dropped frames as well. It seems like the stream might be having a little bit of struggles here and there, so we'll see how it goes. Either way, if this stream decides to drop based on internet issues, you will be able to catch the entirety of it over on YouTube in about a week and a half as that goes live over there as well. We're going to be diving on through, and we're going to see what happens. So, yeah, right now we've got some good bit rates, but yeah. Apologies, ladies and gents. There's definitely some issues with my ISP right now. I think it's calmed down. I think it's handling itself well. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. We do have some really, really cool news, though, about ready to head our way once we kind of figure out where we're going to be stationing here. I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of span out and wait and see what people decide to do. So I will say this, ladies and gentlemen, we will have some really cool stuff happening. We've got word from Harry, 78, the man, the myth, the legend himself, about some really awesome stuff heading our way in terms of a preview version of BEX3025. There's a lot of really awesome, neat stuff coming down the pipeline. And we might get ourselves, the next time we stream or the time after that, some ability to dive in and play with that, which should be a lot of fun and an absolute blast. We'll get some more information on that when we do get our hands on that and get a chance to dive in and see how it goes. But at the end of the day, it should be pretty darn cool to see how that goes. Yeah, I'm really, really excited, Hamster, for sure. It's going to likely be that we're going to skip forward about a year or so and pick up where we left off with this exact same playthrough. But there's a lot of really cool features coming down the pipeline, mercenary groups, different military factions, things like that, that you'll find engaged on different planetary systems, which is awesome. I'm really stoked, really excited about that. It should be really, really cool. We're going to see, we have two pirate individuals up here. We're going to have the commando get a little bit close to see what it is, see what Guano can find out. It's an Urban Mech R60, fully armored, so it's a little dangerous, but not the end of the world. Diving on in. There we go. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I apologize in advance, ladies and gents, about some of the ISP issues we're dealing with right now. I'm not very happy with the ISP. We had similar issues about a month and a half ago. We got them rectified. They sent out a brand new router. Went through that whole ordeal, and it seems like we're having different situations pop up where we are dropping frames due to the router and the ISP end as well, which is unfortunate. It's not a lot of fun for me. It's not a lot of fun for you wonderful individuals that are viewing out there as well. So, you know, I apologize, and we'll do the best that we can. And again, we'll do what we can, and we'll record and put it up on YouTube, and we will dive in wherever is possible. So, see the Panther up here. We're going to get some shots and try to get this Urban Mech to go away if we can. Boom! Right torso, right arm destroyed. There it is. Oh, yeah. Bada bing, bada boom. Nicely done. Oh, man. And we're going to have Pontoon continue to sprint a little bit closer with that Urban Mech just to see what's possible. Just to see, you know, can we get into combat with this thing and actually make it work? So I have my concerns. I have my theories for sure. Surf Cold that says, sorry to hear about the ISP issues. Any alternative providers? Well, Unfortunately, for the rating that we have one alternative provider, but because of the pandemic, they are not making house calls or hookups right now. So we'll see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Hamster says if it's an ISP provided router, I'd get a new 5 gigahertz one. We have the same problem with BT. Gave us a brand new router and it was worse than the 7-year-old one set up already. Yeah, so I'm looking at possibly getting my own router set up. We've got fiber with a well-known crappy carrier in the area, and I'm pretty sure it's an issue with the router versus on their end. So, that's it's gonna be about $150 to get a good, decent one for the service that we have, which is fiber. So I don't know. It's a new terrifying world where funds are tight. So it's something that I'm definitely looking into, and we'll see how that goes. So BT is British Telecoms, not BattleTech. I was gonna say, Hamster, you buy your ISP through Comstar? No wonder you've got some issues. For sure, for sure.
Hey there.
But oh baby, yeah, we'll keep rolling up here. We'll get a little bit further up here with the Commando. Try to work on the Panther next if we can. We want to make sure we get all of these huge, giant pieces of weaponry off of these mechs wherever possible. So far, it looks like these are the only two that we have visibility on. It's likely there's the only two that we're up against, which for a half-skull mission, I will take. That'll be nice. We'll get Tug Bobo up here to come smash and dash away with our Vulcan. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh yeah. There it is. Oh, baby, 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 baby. And so, ladies and gentlemen, something else to point out that I feel is important, is this is a hobby stream. I do this when and where I can because I enjoy it. I like hanging out with you amazing, wonderful people. And if anything does happen to our ability to stream, we'll make sure that, I get that communicated over on our Twitch channel. You can find us over there at TheChronicToast. But we will maintain consistent uploads over onto our YouTube channel as well, whether it's BattleTech related or other videos and things of that nature. I enjoy streaming. It's a lot of fun. It's an absolute blast. And being able to hang out with you wonderful people here in chat is a huge high point from everything that we do. I mean, it's just a huge reason that I do it, which is pretty fun. So, Serb Cole says, actually, I use my own cable modem and Wi-Fi router, a big improvement over the Comcast junk. Yeah, the issue that we have is because we're on fiber, there's a lot smaller availability for router types, and specifically with the way that our ISP requires us to connect into their network and how it's set up, there's certain functionality that really is going to be a pain to set up. It's not impossible, and it's definitely not something that cannot be overcome with a little bit of effort, but it is a daunting task for myself, having never set up my own router, plugging into things like fiber and whatnot. So usually I'll plug into a modem and have my own router and call it a day. But because our modem is technically the ONT box for the fiber optics that come into the home, it's just different. I have to wrap my head around it. And with the mini toast running around the house and a million other projects, it's a lot. It's a lot to internalize and feel confident about. But it's something that I'll be working on and I'll probably be diving into. So I've got my eyes on a Motorola router right now simply because of functionality and things like that with our service to the house. So we'll see. We'll see. There's always the good standby of like the Blackhawk 8000 and whatnot. So Hamster says, yeah, we have a little box that goes straight into the socket. Then the box goes into a router. Most of the new ones have that as one unit. Absolutely, absolutely.
Good to go.
That's usually how it goes, all things considered.
Roger.
But yeah, I tried to do a stream. I tried to do a stream Saturday. I tried to do a stream Friday, and it just kept failing. It was always a mess. You're absolutely right, Cervical. There's always Starlink for sure. Right now, Starlink is providing a quarter of the speed that we can theoretically get with our fiber. So for a similar price point, I should add too. We've got pretty cheap fiber to the house, and it's just a matter of making sure the router doesn't keep dying. Is what it ultimately boils down to. If I'm plugged in with a hardwired landline, the router handles everything just fine. Like, just straight up just fine. We're getting 850 megs down, 900 megs up consistently. But with the way the house is laid out and where, the computers are and everything else, a landline to my current rig and the current setup on the home is not possible, so it's all over the network. It's just a mess. It's just an absolute mess. So fingers crossed, there's a few different ways we can make it work. I could try to set up the current router as a band-aid option, as a pass-through, and use a different router as a backup. But I don't know. We'll figure it out. Hamster says, so when fast internet was in its infancy, my friend got a Tele2 mast, which was a great bit of metal antenna sticking out of the family house. Got hit by lightning. Boom. Oh, man. Bit equals big. That's pretty crazy. I remember growing up and having neighbors that had the satellite dishes that would rotate depending on the channel you wanted to watch, which was pretty awesome to see. Now, obviously, that technology has come quite a ways from, where things are at, but it's all right. Yeah, today's is going to kind of be a bit of a casual stream, just kind of working through some stuff, making it work. Hoping the stream currently holds is the plan. And we'll stream as long as we can. Hoping to get about 2 hours in today. There it is, Tug Bobo smashing the Panther all the way down. So it's a little bit of a different, feel to the stream today, which is all right. I'm a bit more frazzled as well. Mini Toast is trying to figure out how to crawl. So there's so much going on. Internet, home projects, Mini Toast proofing the home and all that jazz, and dealing, of course, with not so great internet stuff is unfortunate, but we'll make it work. Oh my gosh, Pontoon with Gunnery 1 actually hit. That's impressive. Trev Cole says you could try Powerline Network. Basically uses your house electrical cabling as network wiring. Won't be as fast as Ethernet connection. This is true. I've taken a look at that, and that would limit us to about 150 megs inside the home, which is unfortunate, considering we're getting a gig connection. But just with the way our wiring is currently set up. So I really just need to honestly get a good router that can handle stuff Wi-Fi until about 6 to 8 months from now. I can actually get my computer down into what I affectionately call the future breadbox streaming room, and actually can get a hard line plugged in. So we'll see. It's something that kind of tackled me blindside-wise on Friday, which was really unfortunate. I did not expect this to be an issue, but we're here. We're making the most of it, and we're still having a lot of fun. So that being said, how's everyone else's day going? Hopefully it's going all right. We're going through a little bit of an adventure here. We've only dropped 64 frames total, which is really, really good. I think the way that that's kind of working, though, is I believe Streamlabs is modulating the output quality. So that may or may not be the best scenario, but we'll take a look and see if we want to set that up from a variable bitrate back to a dedicated bitrate, capping out about 4,000, or if we want to do something slightly different. But right now, we haven't dropped too many frames. On Friday, I was dropping 80% of the frames, which was really, really crappy. It was really crappy. Mesh network? That I don't know the terminology on that served. I'm assuming it's a combination network featuring a couple different links and whatnot, but that I don't know. Oh man. Hey, says, didn't AOL keep giving free stuff away on magazine CDs? Yeah, in college, we collected over 300 of those, and they were just the right height that you could, use your fingers to fling them across from the inside of your room with your door closed, across the hallway under someone else's door, and into their dorm room. And for about a year and a half, because we kept the same individuals that were in our room and the other person's room, that we hung around year after year. It was this routine thing. Like, hey, did you guys get AOL discs in your room? We got some. They keep showing up. We don't know where they're from, and it just cracks me up. They're good stuff. Pontoon, point blank range. Come on, Urban Mech buddy. Come on, get in there, get the job done. We miss, but we do get a small laser going on in. Not too shabby. Improved distressed. Ugh. Serve says mesh network is multiple Wi-Fi routers that act as one. You can have multiple extenders throughout your home. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, based on dollars to get that sort of set up, I would much rather just buy a new dedicated high-end router. Just because I don't have anything on hand to really make that sort of network work in an effective manner. We do have one extender already for my streaming machine, but again, connects Wi-Fi to the crappy router, so, it is what it is. And with an ONT network, that's not going to work very well. Mesh networks are not known to be easily compatible without a lot of work up front. So there it is, 50 internal damage. Quad lasers coming on in from the Tugboba, and there it is, CT destroyed. Oh yeah, drop shop, box, something, words, Doritos, something's inbound for landing. Let's see, Schumacher, we'll see. I don't think she's gonna leave backwards this time around. We won't know, but it is what it is. That's right, Hamster. Free coasters, Seawolses. Yep, use them as coasters as well. Absolutely. 125,000 C-bills. We got a decent little payout there. Our mechs are in one piece. And we got, yeah, wow, we got a Panther part, and we've got an Urban Mech R60 part, so we can build an Urban Mech if we want to, which is pretty darn awesome. Oh, man. Service is not that expensive or complicated. Look at the Euro brand stuff on Amazon. I definitely will. I definitely will serve. It's just a matter of trying to figure out how to make that work with my current ISP router, which has a lot of features already disabled. So I'm leery of pouring a pile of money into a Band-Aid solution when I can just replace the entire router box completely and just make something better work. So we do have 8 parts here, so we are going to build an R60. That works out just fine. And we'll throw it in storage because we don't necessarily need it right now. AC2 and Irby, always good enough for a laugh. Yeah, I could see that. I could definitely see that be a thing. So we've got a few days here. Let's put some time back on the clock potentially if we want to go down any more of these rabbit holes for contracts. Let's see, the R, we've got a 1.5 skull. Recovery in the desert, which could be interesting. Basically doing some shenaniganry. That'll be all right. It doesn't pay that well. So this is a 2 skull. It pays better. This down here is an assassination. This could go horribly, horribly wrong. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Hey, Tug Bobo, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the channel. We are battling ISP dropped frame gremlins because my router is failing after being only a month old. Yeah, we're working through it. It's likely that we're either going to be getting a new router, dealing with the ISP sending out yet another router to the house, or potentially, you know, holding off on streaming for a few weeks until we can get that squared away. All of our content continuing, of course, to go up over on YouTube. Oh, man, I'm excited, though. We've got some fantastic stuff heading our way the next time we do stream, or possibly the time after that. From Harry78, we've got ourselves a preview copy coming our way for BEX3025 Commander's Edition, which I'm really stoked, really excited about. Should be a lot of fun. And in that version, it's not going to be save game compatible. So what that means is we're going to jump forward in the timeline about 2 years, about 1.5 years, 2 years, pick up where we left off effectively, you know, with the Breadbox Privateers working for Outworlds Alliance. And anyone that is currently a subscriber is going to get first dibs on all of our pilots again. So Tank Care, thank you again for the resub. I know Tug subbed, a few others that are out there as well that are supporting the channel. And so we will definitely be picking up where we left off when we get to that point. I'm really excited. There's going to be a lot of cool functionality. The world is going to feel so much more alive. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. That's right, Hamster. Light the incense, call Comstar, light Comstar, praise the Messiah. Wait a minute. Comstar did nothing wrong. That's right. We're just not loving on our router enough is my guess. Oh, baby. Oh, man. So let's see. What do we want to do? Do we want to do this mission for that price point? It's an assassination mission. We could get some decent salvage. But I think, in all honesty, what I really would like to do is travel away from where we are right now. We're on Tukiyid. I don't know when this planet is going to go bad. I know there's a big giant clan invasion and stuff like that that's going to eventually show up. So we are going to do a 1.5 skull filter search. We're going to find a new planet to go to. And we will see how that goes. Oh, man. And we're going to press function 1 on the keyboard to hide the places that we've already been. We want to go somewhere new. It's all part of the adventure. Let's see, over here is going to be inner sphere level civilization, which is always good. 3050s, that's right, Infernal Con. How's it going? Oh, yeah. Hamster says you're probably okay for a couple of years. We'll see. Harry says, hello, Toast. Hello, Harry. Welcome to the adventure, man. It's got a new build ready for you. No rush, of course. Big improvements to the map so you get more contracts against factions. Oh, man, Harry. Oh, dude, that is so exciting. Harry, we are battling a little bit of ISP issues today. I will get with you probably later this week coming up on when is going to be a good time to get a hold of that. And we'll definitely be ready for the next time we stream, whether that's a week from today, and if we can get our ISP issues squared away, or a few weeks down the road for sure. So I'm excited. I'm really, really excited. We were just talking about how we're effectively going to be jumping about a year and a half forward in the timeline, narratively, saying, hey, we took some missions, we did some stuff, we switched out some mechs, and picking up where we left off and continuing the playthrough. So it should be a lot of fun. It should fix the max armor button in the meantime. Awesome. Awesome stuff. I'm excited. So ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that don't already know, Harry is, first off, a fantastic individual. Second off, occasionally does stream, so go and check him out if you get the chance. And beyond that, Harry is the mod author, creator, cat wrangler extraordinaire of BEX3025, the mod that we are trying out today. If you want to get more information on that, you can go over to nexusmods.com, click on the link there, and you can find all of the information you need about 3025. If you do not want to click on the link, or you're listening to this and don't have access to a computer, just go over to nexusmods.com, type in 3025, and it'll be the first mod that pops up. Oh man, I'm excited. I love this stuff. It is such a great way to relax. It's so fantastic. So amazing. So where do we want to go? That sounds not that great to go to. What about this? Battlefield is always good. Pirate presence. Recently colonized, so not that amazing. We can go a little bit closer to clan space. What could possibly go wrong? It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. But in reality, I think we're gonna go right next door to Ueda. Ueda is a cold planet orbiting at the outer edge of its star's habitable zone, but it is kept relatively warm by its atmosphere, which is mostly composed of CO2. That's great. This is a damp, boggy world prone to excessive rain and seasonal flooding. 13 days away, 30,000 Seabills, Innersphere level tech. We'll see what's there. I'm excited about it. It should be all right. It'll allow us a few moments to get our mechs repaired, pilots unfatigued, and yeah, it should go just fine. I'm excited. I'm pretty stoked. How's it going today, Harry? Hopefully things are going well for you. Sounds like England. Absolutely. Well, the southern bit of Shadowhawk is still there after the invasion. Much appreciated, hamster. I think it'll go all right. Comstar News Bureau. I love these things. What do we have today? Oh, baby. For the first time in centuries, House Kurita and House Davion have signed an official ceasefire and non-aggression pact. Details will be forthcoming, but both the Draconis Combine and Federated Commonwealth have lost a great deal of territory to the clans, and no doubt wish to concentrate their efforts on their common foe. This has been greeted with mixed feelings by the other powers of the Inner Sphere, with the St. Ives Compact and Free Rossahog Republic endorsing the deal, while Capellan and Free Worlds League representatives had very little to say on the subject, no doubt being less than pleased that the third member of the Captain Accords has effectively pulled out. Reliable sources report that extensive international training exercises are ongoing across outreach, as the militaries of the Inner Sphere train against clan tactics and technology provided by the Wolf's Dragoons. Neither the Capellan Confederation nor the Free Worlds League have committed any meaningful military forces, but the League has agreed to provide refit kits to help upgrade Inner Sphere units with advanced technology for their upcoming fight with the clans. Other than the occasional raid, the clans have remained quiet for the last few months. This has been the CNB February broadcast. It's quiet. Too quiet. Well, let's just continue on with the timeline. Let's see where we get, how things go. But yeah. So fun fact, ladies and gents, about 2 days ago now, we had mud rain from the sky here in Utah, so that was exciting. Everything outside is brown. The grass is brown. The white parts of the house are brown. The windows are covered in mud. It's just been a weekend and a week, let me tell you what. With everything just kind of falling around in place, it has been an adventure for sure. Oh man, Served Cold! What? Happy birthday, Served Cold. Everybody, I want to see some happy birthdays to Served Cold in chat. Oh baby, Served Cold, man. Happy birthday, buddy. Oh yeah. Dude, hopefully you have a good birthday cake. Hope everything works well. Man, Served Cold, congrats on another trip around the sun. Fantastic stuff. Tug says better than frogs. You can wash off mud. Well, Tug, you could if it was normal mud. Unfortunately, this is snow that has gathered all the dust and pollution in the inversion above the valley and now put it on the ground. So, yeah. Yeah, Mary, one more served. Happy birthday, served. Oh, yeah. Hey, Gearbox, how's it going, buddy? And things are going all right. We're battling a little bit of ISP issues, but we're working through it. And we're having a lot of fun just making crazy shenanigans, horrible decisions, and admittedly, throwing a birthday party for Served Cold. Oh, man. That evening, you invite Served Cold to a small party in the lounge with senior staff and a few mech warriors in attendance. You say some flattering things about them, then General Acclaims summons Served Cold to rise and give a speech. After a good couple hours of food, music, and light drinking, the party starts breaking up and everyone wanders off in a pleasant mood. Later that evening, you find a thank you note from Served Cold on the door of your personal quarters. Apparently, your gesture meant the world. Morale increased by 1 and Served Cold has gained high spirits. Oh, baby. Nice, nice, nice. That's what I'm talking about. Hamster said, I just found a video of the sky mud on YouTube. It's not great. Yeah, it's not great. My house is brown. Everything outside is brown. The ground is brown. The grass is brown. It's not fantastic. If I remember, I'll try to post a picture up on the Tug Bobo Discord. I might forget about that, but we'll see. There's so much going on right now. Holy wow, it's just crazy. Between Mini Toast starting to try to figure out how to crawl, so we have to like Mini Toast proof the house, as well as just work hours going up to 15-hour days, and now we're dealing with ISP issues here at the house. It's been an adventure, but that's what I love about BattleTech regardless, is it's a good place to just kind of come and chill and just work through problems that can be easily solved, which is an absolute blast. And if the internet works and holds, I get a chance to hang out here with you wonderful, amazing people. And a lot of this is due in part to Harry78 actually putting the time and the effort to kind of wrangle a lot of creative forces and actually focus in on some really cool stuff, which is awesome. Narek, oh man, welcome to the adventure, man. Oh, dude, fantastic stuff. I haven't talked with you in forever, man. How's it going, buddy? Hopefully things are going well for you. We're doing all right. Gearbox asks, how far are we in the career? So that is a good point. We started in 3048, and roughly, I think, and we're here in 3051, February 17th. 635 days remaining through the current career playthrough. We're going to try to keep on playing if we can. We'll see how it goes. We do have a really cool potential early update on the mod coming from Harry in the next week or so, depending on how my schedule on my end works. And we'll tackle that as we go forward. Should be a lot of fun. For anyone that's curious, we do have all of our previous playthroughs starting in 3025 going up through a whole pile of years over on the YouTube channel. That is a pro pirate playthrough on some of the most difficult settings possible, which is 8 pieces per mech, stingy just about everything, CT destruction's on, all that crazy fun stuff. Have I fought the clans yet? No, we're tentatively avoiding them because our mechs, aren't up to the task just yet, and we're trying to get enough mediums so that we can start tackling heavies. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Oh, baby. But we're here. Financial report's only a few days away. Doing some cool stuff. We do have an Argo upgrade module coming along, which is going to be awesome as well. We have almost all the Argo upgrades unlocked, which is going to be fantastic when we finally get a chance to get those all buttoned up, which I'm really stoked about. But again, I can't imagine just how beautiful this game is. Every single time I come back to play it, I'm always wowed. All the graphics look really, really fantastic. It's just amazing. And apparently everyone's really expensive on the Argo today. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money going our way for sure. Gearbox says, yeah, gotcha. Yep. Well, if you get some clan mechs, do not put a mortar on one. Breaks the game. Happened to me earlier. Well, if that is definitely something that occurs and it looks like it breaks the game, definitely go over to the 3025 Discord and you can go over there and report that as a bug. If you do want to get some more granularity on potentially some discussions regarding that as well as other details on the game, you definitely can go over to their Discord page, which you can find a link to on their Nexus Mods page, and bring that up, and it will definitely be looked at and taken care of. So, Harry says, you will never fight the clans if I keep making you restart, Toast. It's true. It's true, but we're hoping to pick up in 3052, give or take, as close as we can to 3051. When we get the new version of the game, we'll rebuild kind of what we have going on, narratively speaking, hand wave a little bit of time passing, and continue on moving forward, which should be a lot of fun. So, oh man. So we do have a ship upgrade complete. We have most of them fully unlocked right now, about 3 years in, which is really, really exciting. The question is, what do we want to tackle next? Can we afford anything? Not a lot, but we probably can afford one of these. Arcade for morale, which would be pretty cool. Or the pool for 216. Let's take the pool. That's always fun. 0G pools? That'll be nice. Oh, man. Hamster says, I never get past mediums because I keep restarting. It's a condition. I really like the light. The light gameplay in this is brutal. Absolutely brutal. It's a lot of fun. And bankruptcy is projected. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure all the missions that we can find here at our destination will be okay. Beautiful approach here on the planet, getting into orbit, finding our apogee. Oh man, good stuff, good stuff. Before we even go and look at the store, let's just see how hosed we are, and we'll see. Picking up in a new location might be a blessing in disguise, but I think we'll be okay. We have a lot of missions here for Shadowhawk. They didn't like us before, but I guess they're okay with us right now. So we're just going to take a little bit of payment, kind of scooting along for some of these half skull and one skull missions that can pay relatively high. 264. We'll do the dead or alive here. It's an assassination, and we're going to prioritize C-bills as well. That'll be pretty nice. I think we'll do all right here. I definitely think we do. We'll probably dive into Dug in Deep here after this as well, if we can. It's a blackout mission, which could be rough, but it should be all right. We're going to hit that negotiation button over here, prioritize the C-bills, pick 0, get 2, at least get a few things. And again, we can sell mechs if we need to. We've got a nice little repository of locusts and other things like that. Hanson says, you've annoyed Shadowhawk slightly less. It's true. We're going to go and try to murder someone for him, and we'll see how it all works out. So what do we have here for our big mechs? We've got a Griffin 1N. We've got our Blackjack 1. We've got our Phoenix Hawk here. And, of course, don't forget we have our Jump Jet 0 self-DFA damage Jenner that just Goomba jumps on things until they go away, which is hilarious. I love it. But in the meantime, we're going to be tackling some stuff here with what we got going on. So we have Tug Bobo in the chat. So with that, I think we're going to bring Tug down here to the Vulcan. What else do we have going on? Who else do we have floating around? We got Tank here available here. Served Cold is currently injured, tuckered out, already gone on a mission. Harry 78, the man, the myth, the legend. Hamster of Wrath is still in the infirmary doing all that fun stuff. Oh, man. So that's the question. Who do we want to put down in here next? We need someone that's going to be all right. We're going to bring Tanker over here, multi-shots. That should work out okay. A 3 on the piloting is all right as well. We do have 150 melee damage on this because of a giant arm mod, which is still attached, which is awesome. Harry's down here. You know what? We'll bring Harry over here to the Blackjack. Ability to move, ability to kind of sit and cover and get some shots, and it should be okay. And I think what we need to do for the Phoenix Hawk, which is kind of a jack of all trades, ability to punch and crunch, we're going to find someone that's middle of the road doing all right. And I think it's probably going to be Persuaded Tear. That way we at least have one sensor lock pilot on hand. Hamster says, plotting. I'm plotting and loathing myself. That sounds like a movie, I should say. Loathing and plotting in the Argo Medbay. I think it'd probably be a pretty good hit on the Inner Sphere. You know, on the soap opera channels. I think it'll be all right. Let's hit that deploy button. Let's see how sideways this gets. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to dive on in. I'm going to take a swig of my Diet Mountain Dew. Not a sponsor, but if you're listening out there and you want to sponsor the channel, I'm down for that. Oh, baby, what voice do we have today? Oh, man. Going to reach down to the grab bag of voicedom. Some people over on YouTube call me the Viceroy of Voices. And we will see what we got appearing out of the black. Oh, baby. Destroy target and escape. Good to know. Assassination. 250,000 C-bills. Pick 0. Get 2. 1 skull. It could flex to 2. A wanted war criminal has been spotted on Ueda. Unfortunately, he appears to have integrated himself into a hostile Mercs-aligned mercenary company. We need you to track him down and destroy his mech. If he ejects, we'll take him into custody to be tried before Wasahajian court. If not, no harm done, you'll be paid the same either way. These days, war criminal basically means anyone on the other side of the battlefield. I wouldn't worry about that trial comment. There won't be one. Oh, man. Seawall says it's a bit dark for a Hallmark channel. I mean, if there's a positive twist at the end, I guess it's okay. I don't know. Hallmark channel has kind of a formula it follows, if I believe. So, it could be all right. Absolutely, Gearbox. Swimming in low G would be pretty crazy. As long as it's not 0G. That sounds dangerous. I want to breathe. Let's hit that begin mission button. Let's dive on and let's see how this goes. Oh, baby. Hamster says, like I said last night, it's not war crimes if it's covered by the Ares Convention. There you go. We're only contracted for a single target here, but we both know it won't be that easy. The war criminal you're hurting won't be alone. The company of hostile mechs mercenaries that he's signed on will attack you on sight. Now, chat, what does that look like to you? My fear is that's going to be an angry hunchback over there. I'm curious. I'm curious to see, if that's definitely going to be the case. So we're going to start up a prediction here. We're going to see how this goes. Yeah, we're gonna see, is our target a hunchback? And it's gonna be yes or no. And that is going to be open for about 5 minutes. Prediction is going to be started there. So if you want to bet some channel points, win some channel points in return, here in the next month or so, we're going to have some more things to spend channel points on, which is going to be exciting. So if you want to stock up now is a good time to find out. So, is it a hunchback? We'll see. We'll see. Good hunting, Commander. Olivier out. Now, this is what's really cool about this map. Right now, we are in a corner, so we are unlikely to see reinforcements coming from this side or this side. If we do see reinforcements, they're likely going to be coming in from the far sides over here. Now, that's not a guarantee, but it's okay. It's all right. And getting flanked on this is going to be very, very painful. And so we have two options that we can take here on what we want to do, which is we can take a right-hand move and then move up here through all these slightly little hill raises. A lot of cooling down here, in addition to the fact that we're in a jungle biome, I think. Possibly it's raining. And with really not a lot of good opportunity for line of sight breaking, but we could start dancing over this way. Or we could go left through the forest, up over the hill, more line of sight blocking terrain to be able to draw mechs over and tackle. I think what we're going to do is we're going to move left, and we're going to try to get up here in this limited availability of terrain. Draw these mechs in, try to get some fights over there, keep this rock between us and our target, and hopefully, fingers crossed, hopefully, we don't see any reinforcements coming over here on this side and surprise us on the back end. That would be very, very painful. So, yeah. Narek says the other people don't die, they just take a nap. A permanent nap. A dirt nap, as it were. Oh, man. Taker says, well, that's either a hunchy or a really, really, really badly made industrial mech. I mean, punch bots, they're a thing. So we're going to dive to the left over here. Assuming we can get down from this. I think we can. We should be able to. We'll find out. If not, we'll make it work. And hopefully draw these targets closer to us. We're not quite under the sensors here, but they did see our dropship come in, so they do know we are in the area. It is going to be something that we have to keep an eye on for sure. So we are able to continue to move on down through here. We're going to keep going as fast as we can. Try to get to this far side with the forest and reevaluate. Kind of poke this corner a little bit. And, ooh, they're closer than expected. We got a contact right up here or around the other side of this big giant rock already. That is a little unexpected. They are out of the position that I was expecting that they would be in. And that's a little refreshing because, as usual, our Darius intel is not that fantastic. We're going to brace. We're going to see what happens here. Persuaded Terror has sensor locks. We're going to move up, and we're going to sensor lock that if they are within range. And we're going to see what we're dealing with here. It is going to be a Locust 1V, so effectively a melee Locust Light. Nothing too terribly worrying. But if you do let that mech get in your backfield and continuously shoot you with machine guns and a medium laser, it will cause havoc. It will cause enough damage. You can safely ignore it to a certain extent, but keep an eye on its positioning. These things are fast. Once they move a lot, they're very hard to hit, and they're very difficult to wrap up in fisticuffs, and that becomes an issue the more you deal with it. So we're going to continue to sprint a little bit harder up here into this cover. We don't usually use cover a lot just to kind of cheese the game, but in this particular case, it is an asset. It's available, and we're going to use it. It's good to move through, and it's going to give us some protection as we try to close and snuff out the life and the CT hit points of this Locust 1V as we move on forward. Our Blackjack is going to get some shots in. We might as well take a few shots. They're very likely to miss. Very poor chances to hit. But as you can see here, shooting 2 lasers, we do get 1 lucky hit in, and we don't generate any heat because of the way the map is right now, which is fantastic. I'm a huge, huge fan of that. So as always, don't forget to get your points in. Don't forget to get your predictions in. We will find out what we're dealing with here relatively soon. Tug Bobo, we're going to get up here and have you punch and crunch and hug it out with this Locust 1V. Go get him, Tug. Patent pending Tug hug inbound. And there it is. Left arm, left torso destroyed. Quads lasers rolling on in. And that is one unhappy pilot right there for sure. Oh, interesting. They've got a really wide net cast out here. So the question is the 4th mech up this way? Or is the 4th mech over here? We don't really know just yet. And so there it is. We are almost done with the prediction. That'll be locked in, so get your points in if you haven't already. We're going to get up here with the Phoenix Hawk. We could jump for more damage generation. We forgot about that. It is all right. Bazap, 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 bazap. We got 1 going into it with a medium laser. The pilot is stressed. Where are they going? We don't really know what the reinforcements look like just yet. I don't see any LRMs. So either they're not in range or they're not in there. With those weapon systems available to get eyes onto us just yet. We're going to have Harry continue to move up, keeping a distance as much as possible, just so that, things aren't going to go too horribly wrong. And some solid shots in there by Harry, actually. There it is, panicking it. They've had it. They're bailing on out. And that is going to be 33% of the mercenary force. So what that tells us is these 2 mechs are the 66 and the 99.9, rounding up to 100%. So these are the only other 2 mechs that we have to be worried about in the mercenary forces. Now, in the future update that we're going to get our hands on from Harry's generosity of the BEX3025 mod, when we run into things like this where it says mercenary forces, these are going to be actual lore-based mercenary units and groups that are operating in different locations and different places. So I'm really excited about this. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I don't know what that means for mechs. Are we going to run into more hero mechs, customized mechs, beefier mechs with plus weaponry? I don't know. It's going to be pretty cool, and I'm really excited for the challenge when we finally get a chance to dive on into that. It should be pretty awesome. So we don't really have good line of sight here, but we are going to sprint up a little bit closer while still maintaining our ability to stay in cover so we can jump over and dogpile these 2 mechs. It really depends on where they come, what they do. It's a Wasp 1A. I'm not too worried about that. Not too worried right now. So right now we're seeing 2 lights. Yeah. The big question is, what are we dealing with this other mech up here? We don't quite know just yet, but we are going to get up here and we are going to, rather than shoot at this Wasp 1A, I'm not too worried about it. We're going to sensor lock to see what this mech is just around the corner. One, we'll get eyes on it so Tuck can go up there and melee if we need to, as well as, it decreases their ability to get some shots in on us as well. Firestarter coming around the corner. Oh, man, that is a mistake, buddy. Oh, Firestarter pilot. Oh, boy. Oh, man. I mean, I get it. They're trying to keep their boss free and happy from up there, but line of sight is potentially broken between us and them, and we can get the fisticuffs back here, and no one's going to notice. So, let's see. Tug, why don't you go say hello? Go say hello, buddy. Here it is with the Vulcan. I love this mech. It's a lot of fun. And boop, big giant headbutt, structure exposed, internal damage, quads lasers rolling on in, bazap, 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 jump jet destroyed, and pilot's going to be a little bit rattled there. I think that'll be all right. Harry78 says, yes, the Mercs will be based on who is aligned with who on the date you are playing. That'll be really cool. Hamster says, I look forward to utterly misreading more mission briefings and then panicking. I mean, that's part of the fun, right? That's usually how it rolls. The Griffin, why not? Rather than going whoosh whoosh. Oh, can we not get into melee? Do we not have the ability to get up here? We don't. All right, that's all right. We're going to go at point blank range and whoosh whoosh with everything. And we're going to precision strike as well. Why not? It'll be fine. I'm sure the fire starter can take it. And look at that. Oh, fire starters are beefy mechs. Beefy mechs. And we're going to get Harry up here a little bit closer. Firing all the large and medium lasers. Bazap, bazap, bazap. I got the two largest that hit. There goes a torso. That is going to be a pilot injury for sure. Probably bumping up the... There it is. Panicked and panic level critical. Yeah. Surrounded by a bunch of heavy mechs. Bad stuff happening. Probably screaming on the voice comm, trying to get their Wasp pilot in there to pull any of this attention off of that mech. No clue if it's really going to work, though. Tug's right here. He's just going to reach out and boop him again. And boop, there it is. CT destroyed with a kick. Somebody got toasted. Oh, yeah, Tug. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Hamster says, well, Darius's intel is so bad, why read the briefing? I mean, you have a valid point, but I still got to believe that people, can do the job that they're tasked to do. I have to believe in people, It's all part of that adventure. We'll use Precision Strike as well to try to burn through this at point blank range with the Phoenix Hawk. Again, we should be jumping. I keep forgetting about that. We'll try to remember to do that so we get that extra 10% or 20% damage bonus due to the quirk on this pilot. So you can see there is another mech moving around. It might be the target that we have to deal with. Hard to say. Tank Hair is going to run over here with an 86% chance to hit with 155 damage. Oh boy, Tank Hair, are you ready? Are you ready to put your fist, which is the size of this wasp, through the wasp? Let's see how this goes. Buckle up, buddy.
Let's move.
Oh man, here it is. And crunch. Center torso, right arm, and right leg. And the left leg is destroyed by... There's a head and an arm left. That's all that's left of that mech. Tank Hair, everybody, showing them how it's done. Holy wow. Talk about an adventure right there. And just like that, we are out of initiative. So the question is, where is our target? He's up here, or she, we don't know, is up there somewhere. So we are going to take the tried and true face front towards the enemy and charge on in and reevaluate once we actually have some really good targets here on sensors. So it is indeed a Hunchback, ladies and gents. It is the 4G variant, which has the dreaded AC20. So not ideal, but you know what? Yeah, it'll work out. So there's your points for all those that had the faith, and for those of you that were contrary that fed you the points, thank you very much as well. Oh man, let's get some shots in. Let's do some stuff. Tug is going to get a little bit closer, trying to distract the Hunchback at point blank range. Missing with a large laser, hitting with all the smalls though, which is not too shabby. Not too shabby as well. Our target has finally taken damage. We're going to get Persuaded Terror up here with the Phoenix Hawk. We are going to jump as well and do it getting into cover. There we go. And there we go. Zap, zap, zap for the things that are going to hit. Solid hits, which is not too shabby. Hamster says, just keep moving and shoot him in the butt. Well, we're going to try to get there. Thankfully, the AC-20 missed on the Vulcan. I'm pretty sure that AC-20 would just completely remove a limb on impact. It'd be pretty darn close. Pretty close stuff. Tank Hair is going to move slowly but surely towards the enemy, dumping all of our ammo missiles. We have a large amount of ammo on board this mech and no case installed. So we don't want to get punched in by that AC-20. Otherwise, we're going to yet again lose another part of the Griffin. So with the Blackjack being out of distance, we're going to sprint a little bit, get up there, and we'll see how it goes. We get a chance to go first. Tug is going to get up here into fisticuffs. Let's see, can we make this work? We can start working on this from one side to the other. We're going to try to take the right front side to just punch through that AC-20. If we can grab the ammo or the gun or the torso itself, that'll really save ourselves a lot of pain. So we're going to get up there, see if Tug is going to be our hero for the day. Something went internal. In comes the quad slasers. Oh, Tug Bubba with a headshot, a headbutt. Oh, man, ripping open the cockpit, forehead to forehead. That is thinking. There is only 11 left on that. That's pretty awesome. That's really awesome. The Phoenix Hawk is probably getting a little bit hot again, but we're going to jump a little bit more up here on this high side. No, low side down here. There we go. And more shots. We are overheating. That's fine. We can take the heat. It'll be okay, I think. There it is. Bazap, bazap, bazap. In we go. And we did find the big red button. Shutdown override successful. Oh, yeah. We are making Pop-Tarts and toast. Got to have some product for that store. That's right, Served Cold. Tug, hug. Indeed. Oh, gosh. Oh, all the pain. All the pain. Woo. Oh, okay. AC-20 connected. That torso's barely hanging on. There's some important weaponry down in there. Oof. Oof, oof, oof. The Griffin's going to get, again, a little bit closer. We're going to use some cover just to keep ourselves a bit more protected. And whoosh, 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 all the way in. There we go. Lots of solid firepower, removing some more armor. But again, the only places that we have punched through is turned the cockpit on that Hunchback into a convertible. Harry's going to get a little closer as well, using what little cover he can with the Force because of the bulwark ability. Zapping on in, large laser, medium, and a medium. Solid hits. And finally, the AC-20 is crit. That goes in our favor, and the pilot is a little bit stressed. With that being said, we're going to have Tug continue to work over here from the front side, trying to rip open all the CT action. And we'll see if Tug can actually reach in and pull out the still beating heart of a Hunchback. Looks like he went for a headbutt on an armored section, continuing to peel away. There it is. Oh, and there goes the AC-20. Not quite a heart, but that'll work. Oh, man, and that pilot is panicked. That's pretty much all the weapon systems, other than a few other pieces right there. And, yeah, the one-shot chance this mech has to knock out our mechs, it's gone. It's absolutely gone right now. And our Phoenix Hawk, unfortunately, is running a little hot. We'll still get in here. Overheat alert. It's fine. We're just going to launch away. We'll find the big red button. It'll be fine. There it is. Panicked. And the Phoenix Hawk still making toast. I love it. Your internal structure is just merely yet another heatsink. That's all part of the fun. It's all part of the adventure. All day, every day. Oh, man. Well done, crew. That was fantastic. And we have a good chance right now of getting potentially some Hunchback parts. That's pretty darn cool. I will take that. That is definitely a win. Hands down for days and days. Oh, baby. So what do we got going on here? 250,000 C-bills. Not too shabby. A little bit of repair work on the Phoenix Hawk. That's not too bad. We got a Wasp part. We got a small jump jet. We don't need those, so we'll just shift click and sell that right now. But we will hang on to the Wasp 1A. And again, we do have the ability to sell mechs if we need to in order to stay solvent with our adventures. So that's all right. That's right, hamster. Internal structure and pilot health is just another currency. It's true. It's absolutely true. Now, a lot of times people have some, different opinions on that, but I like to enshrine that very simply. Pilots do a good job. I like to keep them alive if and when and where possible at all times, but I'd much rather salvage the mechs, and internal structure can help you do that in the long term. So we are going to build a 1A. We have the 8 parts for that, so we're going to go in and build that up, and we'll throw it in storage right now. We can always sell that later to make ourselves solvent yet again. We have just enough for one more month right here. So we're getting pretty close, pretty darn close on some of the things that we're struggling with for sure. So what do we have here? Data King is out of action for 3 more days. What do we have for our contracts? And actually, before I forget, we're going to go take a look at the hiring hall, because why not? Let's see who's in here. We don't have any streamer pilots, but we do have a whole new slew of pilots, and we've got 2 free berths in there as well. Contracts. What do we want to do? What do we want to tackle? I think we're going to go up here after Dug In Deep, after we get our Phoenix Hawk put back together, and that way we can specifically make sure we got 4 mediums at the very least going into this mission. It's going to be a blackout mission. It's going to be potentially very, very dangerous, but I think it's going to be worthwhile for the payoff. So we're going to make sure that our... first off, we got to go over to the mech bay and repair that mech, and then make sure that it is ready to rock and roll. It's taking quite a bit of damage from danger. There it is. 1 day back on the clock, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. That'll be all right. There it is. Day 26 of February 3051. All the things squared away. Let's go back to the contract section, and let's dive into Dug In Deep. That's going to be a pretty good paycheck, but this could flex to a 2.5 skull mission. And that would be very, very dangerous for sure. Switching up here to take as much pay as we can out of this. 500,000 C-bills will do us wonders for our ability to stay solvent. And pick 0, get 2 is unfortunate, but it is the price you pay. The flip side is that will put us into good situation right now with Shadowhawk from, disliked to indifferent. So we are going to get better terms of contract, which will be quite nice. So there it is. We're going to take out the exact same mechs yet again. But as always, we do have a few situations where, some of our pilots are a little fatigued on out. It's all right. It's all part of the classic adventure. So the question is, who do we want to put back in? It's a very good question. So we do need a good melee pilot here. So let's see. We're looking for a good pilot here. Technophobe is going to be pretty decent with this. Not that great on gunnery, but it'll be all right. Do we have a better pilot? We do have Reputato over here. And coming up here, we have Flavolicious is a really good gunner, so we're going to put Flavolicious over here into the Blackjack. Being able to multi-shot is going to be very, very helpful. Deathfox is, of course, one of our best pilots for melee right here, so we're going to put Deathfox over here into the Vulcan. And Sarvik, if you're out there watching, hopefully things are going well for you. I know you watch here on Videos on Demand, and your work schedule has kind of gotten in the way of stopping in streaming. Hopefully you're doing well. From our family to yours, we're thinking about you, and we're wishing you the best of luck as we dive through the craziness that is this new year. So we're going to put Sarvik over here on the Phoenix Hawk, honestly, because of Breaching Shot. I think that'll work out okay. And we're going to come up here with Cyber Gizmo over here on the Griffin. That'll be all right. Hamster says, you've heard of the episode A Night in Medbay? I'm writing the magnum opus, A Month in Medbay. It's just kind of like, what is it? Is it 28 days later, 28 weeks, 28 years, like that kind of series of movies? It's kind of a cool idea. It's kind of a cool concept. I'm down. I think that's all right. For sure. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hit the deploy button. Let's see how bad it gets. This is a mission type of blackout in the Badlands biome, so things will be a little bit roasty toasty. 1.5 skull difficulty could flex to 2.5 skull difficulty. And I'm going to reach down to the grab bag of voicedom and see what we get for a voice for today. After taking another swig of, oh yeah, Diet Mountain Dew. Baby, good stuff. Oh, man. Oh, nothing like a good giant carbonated soda with no sugar, I might add, to make you think about all the things that can go wrong in this mission that we're about ready to tackle. Hey, everybody, ladies and gents, buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. For anyone that hasn't gone through the mission type of Blackout, this is a really fun, really unique mission type that has 2 parts to it. And they can go a couple different ways. It's not always great, but look at that beautiful blue, white, gray, silver portion of a crescent moon up here. Just barely peeking through the stars. Oh, it's so gorgeous. So gorgeous. So first off, we have our initial mission here. Our initial objective is to establish a situation report. 500,000 C-bills, pick 0, get 2. 1.5 skulls could flex to 2.5 skulls. Last week, radio comms with a strategic outpost was interrupted mid-data stream to one of the remote relays, and we've been unable to re-establish contact. Our other units are all tied up, so we need you to make contact and get a sitrep for us. Interrupted midstream? Not much does that, Commander. We'd better be ready for anything down there. Well, Darius, that's very true words. Oh, man. Marmalade skies. I love it. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful deserts. Every now and then I'll take a look at these, and I'm like, are these eyeballs and a nose? And like, is this a face? Is this like one of those robots from the X-Men movies? I don't know. It's weird stuff. Hey, a.k.a. Kobold, how's it going, my friend? Oh, man, hopefully your weekend is going well. We are battling the gremlins of our own ISP, but we are making it work and having a blast doing so. Oh, man, hopefully your weekend's going all right. What you been up to? We ourselves have been, managing to survive with a mini toast in our lives. Much mad respect for Channel_Doyle and all of the work that he's gone through with his own version of, a mini Doyle in the home. They're definitely a handful. They're awesome, but holy wow. Don't plan to keep a schedule. Oh, man, that is very difficult. What does Darius have to say here? Landing site secure. Let's do what we agreed, Commander. Scout out that data relay and take it from there. Good luck. All right. We're not really in a corner, so we might see reinforcements coming on either of these sides. We'll see what happens. Beautiful, beautiful map. I love it. Oh, man, it's so gorgeous. One of these maps, I don't know if it's this one or somewhere else, it's got a picture of a mobile long-tom artillery with a ammo trailer behind it and a crane. Again, Harry, if you're out there listening and you want to have a really cool unit type in game that uses like the Thumper or some other sorts of artillery weaponry like that, go dig around, find that model here from one of these maps. I would love to actually have that be an op 4 or a mission target. That'd be really, really cool. Definitely potentially brutal, but it could be a blast. So Cobalt says, been there, mine are all grown now. Oh man, it's been a blast. It's truly, truly an amazing adventure, but it's not at all what I expected it to be, which is fine. But oh man, what a crazy, crazy pile of shenanigans. So what we are doing, ladies and gents, is we are approaching somewhat blind on this. We are seeing a little bit of turrets popping up. We don't know if they are friendly or not. So we'll see that. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. But we're approaching this base from a blind direction as best we can in case they are an enemy. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. This could be very, very bad. So when we do get in here, we're going to want to have maximum speed as possible. Basically, as fast as we can go. So Kobo says, between working and just decimating 5 skulls with my lance. Oh, man. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I'm working upwards of 15-hour days. So, plus with the mini toast at the home. And now we're battling ISP issues. So it's an adventure. No matter how you look at it, no matter what you do to shake your fist, it's always going to be good one way or the other. So we're going to move our Phoenix Hawk up here. We'll see. We have a few... We've got a few guys up here that could be bad. We're going to get those turrets a few more other targets, but we're not going to get into the middle of their killing zone. I don't want to expose more than one mech's backside if we can. And so we're going to try to see if we can jump a little closer. Oh, it's not quite going to work. So we're going to sprint, and we're going to see what happens. Hopefully it's not too bad. Oh, we have to get 2 units in the middle there. Okay. Well, all right. We'll make that work. Interesting. Okay. Captain Raulo Grigas.
Alliance of mechs? We were told to expect minor resistance. Crap. Lance, engage.
Ladies and gents, I think we just got set up. I think we walked into a trap. Yep. Not fantastic.
Looks like we walked into a full assault, Commander. Contacts are hostile and incoming. At least this data relay has some kind of turret defenses. They're booting up now.
Are they friendly, Darius? That's important to know. It looks like they are. Whew. Oh, goodness. Golly gee whiz. Okay. At least not everything has gone crazy, so that's good. Yeah, Hamster says, stream has been behaving itself a bit for now. Yeah, we had some power fluctuations, which kind of preceded all this stuff kicking off. And while the router is on a surge protector, ever since that happened, it's just been an absolute nightmare for, just trying to get this stuff to work. So let's see. Hamster says, stream has been behaving itself. Yep. Also, they have no spawn protection. Bonus. Yeah, for sure. What are we dealing with here? We have a Phoenix Hawk 1K, which is nice. What else do we have over here? A Shadowhawk 2K, which is also nice. Another Phoenix Hawk over here. And right in our backfield is a Locust 1V, right where you don't want them to be. Yeah, not ideal. But, oh man, who do we have? We have all of our mechs over there. We have a Shredder turret, a support turret, defender turret, and another defender turret, which is pretty good. We've got really good defenses over here, I think. We're going to fall back. We don't have to let this base survive itself, which is all right. We're going to jump. No, we're going to move. We're going to move over here and try to get this Locust taken care of so the turrets don't focus on it, and they can end up focusing on the other bad guys. And they're fully armored as well, so this enemy mercenary lance that we're dealing with for sure knows what's up. Not quite sure where that mech was shooting, but he's got his back turned to a bunch of turrets, which is never a good thing. Yeah, oh, the Cretan Shadowhawk, a travesty. Hey, Shadowhawk's still a Shadowhawk, but you don't have one, for sure. We're going to have Deathfox run over here, out of the way, away from the turrets, away from the killing zone, trying to draw the enemy into it. Maybe they don't know that the turrets are hostile just yet. I think they probably would, but we want to make sure this, there it is, left torso, left arm destroyed, pilot injury. Want to make sure this Locust goes away if we can, for sure. All right, Served Cold, thank you very much for stopping on by. Thank you very much for the well wishes with the ISP issues, and we will catch you next time, whether that's next week or a few weeks down the road. Much appreciated. Have a good one, my friend. Infernal Khan says Cretan Shadowhawk is a failed Panther. I'm not even sorry. I mean, you're not wrong. No matter how you take a look at it, you're not wrong. Right? The Panther definitely has more ability to do damage. What I do like about this chassis is it's a heavier chassis. It is a little bit of a better durability, and there's some other cool things you can do with it. I don't like the stock loadout, but I do like what you can do with this chassis. And while it's not very versatile, there are some options, which is really nice. Especially as a coil mech, at least in vanilla, that would be really, really nice. So, I mean, where did this guy go? All right, 83% chance to hit. We're gonna go try to punch and crunch with Cyber Gizmo in the very, very angry, roided up 155 damage arm of this thing, and we miss. Oh, baby, 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 not good, not good. And we miss as well. Cyber, we've got to punch this stuff. It's important. It's absolutely important we do that. Oh, man, turrets are getting some shots in, but thankfully they're pretty hefty. And we're going to Flavolicious turn around as well and get some shots in on this Locust. We got to put this thing down so the turrets don't focus on it. And there it is. Right torso, right arm, CT destroyed, pilot incapacitated. Flavolicious getting the job done. Somebody got toasted. Oh, yeah. Luckiest Locust. Well, never mind. AKA Cobalt says the Annie showed up, never got a chance to fire. Cyclops shut it down with the Infernos, and Marauder head capped it. Love it. Oh, man. That is brutal. That is brutal. I would love to see a bit more vehicular and infantry-based stuff here in some form of abstract inside of BattleTech. I don't know of a good implementation that wouldn't bog the game down, but the ability for like buildings to be garrisoned and a few other things like that would be pretty interesting. I just don't think, one, the game can handle it, and it'd probably slow things way, way down. But just giving more threat options for mechs in general, for you and the enemy op 4, really, in my mind, would kind of balance out the battlefield a little bit more, just like adding in vehicles, right, and turrets and things like that. Suddenly, it's not just mech-on-mech action. Mechs that are not necessarily anti-mech in their design suddenly have a bit more of a purpose. And we'll see if anything like that comes down the road with mods or mod options or future games or things like that with MechWarrior Online, but that would be intriguing for me. I think it'd be an interesting idea to begin working the potential options for, but no idea if anything like that's even feasible, so for sure. Let's see here. Diving on in, Sarvik. You're not really that great at punching, but we're going to make it work. We're going to get you up nice and close and see what we can do with the Phoenix Hawk on Phoenix Hawk action. There it is, and boom! 55 damage into the leg. 2 small lasers. Bazap, bazap. Bink, bink. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Hamster says, Rogue-Tech has garrison people in buildings shooting at you in urban maps. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't know what the performance hit is on that, but, the ability to see stuff like that happen should be pretty nice. It just gives you another reason to focus on some buildings, per se, over potentially different mechs. I think it'd be pretty cool. Death Fox, we're going to get you running up here in melee as well. Why not? Get up here, punch and crunch on this other Phoenix Hawk and get these mechs tied up. Get their evasion pips stripped away. Boom, there it is. And finally give the turrets some better ability to get in there and just rip these mechs apart. Cobalt says, well, I know Bloody Doves has added infantry, power armor, and ambushes coming out of buildings and stuff. That's pretty cool. That's pretty darn cool, for sure. That's the cool thing about the BattleTech community is there's so many different mods and perspectives and things that are going on in the community, even after the game has effectively been sunset. It's been closed out in development for about a year now. And it's just so positive to see so much cool stuff going on. Like, straight up front, my favorite mod out of all the mods that are out there is the one we're playing right now, which is BEX3025. I really, really love it. I really, really enjoy it. I think it does what it does well, and it's continuing to grow. And Harry's already talked about some new cool features coming up, which will hopefully, next time we stream, be able to get a good shot at trying out and checking out and continuing in one form or the other the adventure that we're going on. But again, other mods are doing different things and tackling different problems, finding different unique solutions. It's just a really cool community. There's a lot of option out there to kind of fit the niche that everyone's looking for in terms of what they want to get out of their game, which is really, really nice. It's a really, really cool, thing that our community can say, which is awesome. Yeah, Hamster says, Bex is my go-to. I've done the rounds on the ones I can run, but keep coming back. That's the big thing, is I keep coming back and I keep being satisfied. And depending on the narrative that you want to run with, so far, Bex has been a really, really good setting, sandbox, canvas, whatever you want to call it, for the sorts of narratives and self-adventures I want to go on. Just, it handles everything that I want to do. And in full disclosure, I've been involved with the development on BattleTech Revised. I think it's fantastic. It tackles a completely different approach to lore and things like that, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. But I think if I had to pick one, it's going to be BEX3025. It's my go-to. I really enjoy it. Harry has done a fantastic job, and it's continuously supported, which is really, really awesome. Plus, Harry's an awesome guy. So, having, kind, compassionate, knowledgeable, and interesting people involved with mods really does go a long way. And you've got individuals such as Don Zappo and Bloody Doves and others that are doing a bunch of different sorts of mods. And it's a testament to them as mod creators and the communities that they are, growing for the style of gameplay that they're specifically looking at. That really makes me excited about the BattleTech community. It's fantastic. It's good stuff. Absolutely. But enough opining about fantastic, amazing things. We've got some mechs to kill. So let's see. We can go up here and shoot that mech, or we can shoot this one. I think we're going to go shoot this one. We're going to turn off one of the medium lasers just because it's going to be a little bit hot. There it is. Structure exposed. The leg is opened up. Not too shabby. We got to keep these mechs basically pinned, ripped open so that our turrets can finish the job. We have industrial can openers on pedestals with infinite heat sink capability. And there they go. We need to make sure they have the ability to do their job. And daka, all sorts of stuff. Stray shots going into the building. Maybe not necessarily the best approach for the turret, but hey, it is what it is. We should have one more, I think. There it is. Slamming into the Phoenix Hawk. Stripping off some more armor. Oh man, looks like that building's on fire. That's not good, you might say. Ugh. Damage into the turret. The turret is still up. It is our turn. Our Vulcan is available. Why not? Let's go up here and smash away. And we'll give ourselves some vigilance in case we get focused down a little bit harder. And there we go. Go get him, Deathfox. Smash and dash. 8 piloting. Oh, man. Boom. 50 damage. Or I should say 7 piloting. Daka. There it is. There is a leg destroyed. That pilot is going to be hitting the dirt. That is 1 pilot injury. And it's going to make it just that much easier for us to get some shots in on this mech. Oh, baby. Sarvik, what do you say, man? What do you say about getting over here and doing some shooting? You're relatively well situated on your heat as well, so we are going to jump to get that damage bonus quirk of the Phoenix Hawk engaged, and we're going to go and send everything into the CT that we can. Here we go. Bada bing, bada boom, zap, 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 zap. Opening that mech up like a can of potatoes. Oh, and it's standing up, trying to knock off the cobwebs. What is it going to do? Where is it going to go? Who is it going to go after? It does not want to stick around. It is going to try to get her shot in the backside of the Vulcan is my guess. Nope, it's going for the turret that's already wrecking its buddy. And there it is. One of our 4 turrets is down. Sad to say, but hey, that is all right. Those turrets, I mean, I get it. I get why these pilots, the Op4 is upset. Those turrets are doing some work. Our Griffin is going to get up here and do some more work as well. I think we're going to go up here at near point blank range and whoosh away. Oh, baby. Bada bing, bada boom. There it is. Another torso, another pilot injury. And they are pushed to unsettled. We finally got them on the panic track. Shadowhawk 2K is trying to get up here and close out these turrets to get them off their back. If they can just get the turrets taken care of, they can really focus in on us, who for the most part has left alone the core group. We've just been focusing and picking off stragglers. But not for too much longer. Not for too much longer. This Phoenix Hawk 1K is going to go down. Sure, we're going to overload. We're going to burn the heat. It's fine. It should be just fine. Here we go, Flavolicious. Bazap, bazap, bazap. Up the backside. CT destroyed.
Somebody got toasted.
And can we find the override button? We can. Structural override has been averted. We are cooking Pop-Tarts, making some toast for the store. Oh, yeah. That's right, hamster. Right in the honor. Oh, baby, look at that. Look at that. Oh, man. Turrets for days. And now they're focusing their fire because their number of targets is diminishing. And that's all right with me. That is all right with me. Death Fox, we're going to get you a little bit closer. We're going to come up here and melee away with the Vulcan. The switch hitter that is the Vulcan I really, really like. And boom, there it is. Head destroyed. Death Fox with a headbutt crushing the enemy's cockpit. Holy crap. Holy wow. Oh, baby, baby, baby. Oh my gosh, that was amazing. That was just so smash. Much wow. Holy wow. Nice. Death Fox, if you're out there watching, good job. Headbutt to headbutt, and we can definitely see which cockpit had the reinforced structure. Holy crap. Nice. Hamster says, well, they're local government, but they're driving Cretan mechs, so it counts. I kicked the head off a Stinger with a Phoenix Hawk once. It was great. Oh, man. And just like that, there is only one left. We've got our own Phoenix Hawk. We're a little too hot to jump, so we're just going to destroy some buildings and collateral damage and get some shots in here. And, of course, we're going to push it. Why not? We're going to overheat our mech. It'll be fine. Inner structure is just another internal heatsink. And, oh, no! Sarvik!
Shutting down.
Oh, Sarvik missed the big red button. Thankfully, the enemy is not paying attention. Yeah. Our mech is thankfully still pivoting around, but it's powered off, so there is that. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Open a window. Open a window. No, hamster. If we open a window, that's gonna weaken the structural integrity. That's not useful. That's not good right now. We don't want that. AK Cobalt says, headbutt cockpit crush that had to be a terrifying view for that pilot. I know, right? The last thing you see is, well, it's not pretty. And the Vulcan's Vulcan's cockpit is pretty big. Now, this is obviously completely covered in, heat, but yeah, that's got to be horrifying. Absolutely horrifying.
Ready for orders.
It's one of those moments where you're just like, no, this can't be. Oh, no, it is. Oh, no. Oh, shutdown alert. We're going to turn off a large laser and a second large laser. Sure. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's all right. No worries. You're just going to be really, really hot. There it is. Override successful. Good job. Here comes the turrets. Oh, baby. Hamster says, I like to think the other pilot gave him the finger as he headbutted him. Probably. Or the I bite my thumb at you situation. Though I don't know if that's a safe maneuver to make while you're, the G-forces and shock might be problematic. Let's just be honest with that. We're going to get our own Vulcan up here and try to smash this guy into a million pieces. Or gal, we don't know. Mech on mech action. Boom, another big headbutt. Death Fox has been showing him how to make this mech do some work. That is always, always impressive. Sarvik, power back up, buddy. Okay, the Shadowhawk is coming into melee. Oh gosh, boom, 85 damage. Well, Mr. Shadowhawk, that's nice and all that you can punch for 85 damage, but our Griffin can punch for 155. So we're gonna swing right back at you. There it is, 155 straight to the internals, and a small laser to boot. Dink. There you go. Oh baby. Thumbless Mech Warrior probably can't hit the firing stud on the joystick. That's probably true. We're going to go up here in melee because we're too hot to do just about anything else. And we're going to turn off the small lasers, get below that heat threshold, just so that we keep this mech in one piece. And boop, there it is, 40 damage. Flavolicious, proving that you can knock over anything with a blackjack if you just try hard enough. Oh, baby. And there it is. Oh, fantastic, fantastic, fantastic stuff. Oh, baby. We either came at the right time or the worst time. Good job on dispatching that assault. I fear that's not the last of them, though. Expect more Op4, Commander. Fair point. Looks like our new mission here is to link up with the main compound, which is up here. Oh, that looks really nice. That's cool. Oh, that's right. This is one of the very first missions you can take on in the narrative. That's where this map came from, which is pretty cool. Thus ever to knock off Shadowhawks. Well, let's do some sprinting. Let's cool down. Let's get that internal structure damage report. Make a full list of the thousands and thousands of servos and things that have melted, and then cleanly and calmly just mute that feed so we don't have to take a look at it. Everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. We're gonna take the straight road in through the canyon. What could possibly go wrong? It'll be all right. There we go. Hopefully these are friendly. Oh, I hope so. The main compound I'm hoping is still on our side. No guarantees, but yeah, especially dealing with allied turns. Okay, so we do still have some allies up here. That's the question: is who are these for? Doesn't really say. But I'm going to assume that they're allied, and them just looking at us is not really that bad of a situation. So we're going to get up there with Cyber Gizmo. We're going to sprint. All right. Russell Haji and Kung's Ane Command Council. Breadbox Privateers. We weren't expecting to see you in one piece anyway. What a sight for sore eyes. Welcome to the front lines. Front lines? Ugh, figures. Lucky us. We've been sent by Shadowhawk to aid and assist. How are y'all doing in there? What's the sit rep? We first noticed our data streams were being interrupted, and then had the odd scout probe our defenses. You arrived right on time for the main event, it seems. We have got contacts. Incoming. Oh boy. Ladies and gents, buckle up. Oh man, that's right, Hamster. Get the buckets of aloe vera for the pilots. I think we're going to have to crank up the heat again. It's sauna time. Oh boy. Well, actually, we don't know. They're coming in from down here. All right. Interesting. There's not a lot of good territory up here. Let's see. For our mechs back here, I think what we're going to do actually is flank this way. And we'll see what we see. It's either something we have to fall back on or not, but I really want to make sure that we can get some of these other turrets in the action if we need to. Looks like we got 3 contacts down there. No idea exactly what else. So one of them's a mech. It's a Vulcan 2T with the ability to get that long-range firepower and the AC2 going in for the short-range flamer. A Wasp 1A, nothing too serious to worry about right now. We'll see. What do we have for turrets up here? That's another important question. We've got a support turret, PPC, which is going to be nice and long-range. SRM4 medium lasers. That'll be somewhat helpful. A large laser and LRM5s. That's really, really good. The big question is, what else do we have up here? Again, SRMs. Nothing over here I don't think that can really assist us. LRMs would be cool. Large lasers, if we can draw them up in this area, would definitely help. But I don't think that's going to be very easy. We're going to leave Sarvik there right now for the moment. And we are going to just slowly reposition. Get up and out of the way. Get them to be drawn closer to us so we can get them into a killing field a little bit more. What do we have here? We don't quite know. It is a 3rd mech, and there's a 4th contact down there. Most likely a mech as well. Well, again, we'll leave our Phoenix Hawk right there for now. We'll just keep reserving and see what they do. What do we got? It's a 4th mech. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. We still don't know quite what it is.
Yes, Commander.
Interesting. Well, we'll get this mech up here, get prepped, hang out, hit that brace button, and draw them in a little bit closer. That's kind of what we need to do regardless. We'll get up there, we'll brace on up as well. Oh boy, ladies and gents, my voice is calming down a little bit, though I'm really, really nervous here. We're going to see what they do. They're probably going to play the reserve game all the way down. But I want to make sure that we can get them into a killing field if possible. Sarvik, of course. We're going to fall back. We're going to fall back with Sarvik just a little bit further. I really want them to move up closer to us. Oh gosh, do we have... We do have some LRM turrets way out there on the right-hand side. That's cool. I did not notice that. That's awesome. Where is that from? Guess we got extra turrets floating around. Getting up close to the Vulcan, going for the turret. I'll go for the building. Oh, shoot. Ladies and gentlemen, we can't hold back. I just realized that we only have 3 buildings left, and we can't let them get destroyed. This is not just a straight-up mech battle. We've got to get in there, push in, and make that work. Now, I saw LRMs come from this side somewhere. Do one of these turrets have LRMs? It is. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, one LRM turret in the original base. Nice. Well, with that being the case, ladies and gentlemen, let's
Yes, Commander.
push up and say hello. We'll let Deathfox go. Oh, shoot. We need to get their attention. And yeah. What are we dealing with? We're dealing with a Wolverine 6K, Shadowhawk 2H, a Wasp 1A, and the Vulcan 2T. So we're going to come up here and smash away, giving ourselves vigilance on the Vulcan because we are going to attract a lot of firepower. So here we go. Bazap, 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 bazap. Lots of firepower coming in. That PPC turret, unfortunately, while it is helpful with the SRM2s being closer, it's not going to be great with the PPC being within the minimum range, which is not ideal. So we're going to get up here and make this Wolverine maneuver just a wee little bit by getting a large laser at long range up there, structure exposed on the backside of this Vulcan. Panicked and panic level critical. I don't think they expected to walk into an ambush coming up the middle of a canyon. That's not ideal for them, for sure. Now, the AI is entrenching a little bit weird here. Harry, if you're out there, we've seen some of this behavior before in previous versions of the mod. This has to do with them trying to prioritize turrets, I think, and buildings versus mechs. And I'm not really sure how the best route is to work with the AI on this, but it has been something that's gone back and forth for the last year and a half. So I think we can make this work, but fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. We're going to get up here with the Blackjack, barely being able to get some shots in, so we're going to make it work. We're going to make it count. And here we go. Bazap, bazap, and 2 misses. No surprise there. Should probably scare the crap out of that pilot, though. That'll be all right with me. Cyber Gizmo, time to wade forward, front towards the enemy. Here we go, buddy. Oh, baby, the whoosh whoosh Griffin. Time to make some noise. We're going to send off some missiles and things at all the different mechs. We'll put the SRM-6 there. There we go. Tag everybody and their cousin. Should be a good time. And we're going to give ourselves... Yeah, we're just going to fire away. It should be all right. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh into one. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh into the other. And then last whoosh, whoosh, whoosh into the third. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, man. Cyber Gizmo in the Griffin, attracting all the attention. And there we go with some LRMs careening on in and doing a little bit of damage, tripping some evasion. And the SRM-2s do hit, but of course the PPC misses due to the short range. No surprise there. And some more firepower coming on in. Oh, that Wasp is going to have a bad day. Oh, baby. Hamster says, lucky you shot the Vulcan and the Wasp, or they'd be going on a Nit 5 because of the plus initiative of the Wolverine. No, I'm aware of that. The Wolverine is a really cool mech with the initiative modifier, and it really, you got to be careful. You have to be careful with what you see up here. It's always a mess. We're going to come up here and, you know what? Fisticuffs. Vulcan on Vulcan action. Go get him, Deathfox. Here we go, and boom! Missing with the headshot. It is what it is. Quad Slays is rolling in and not missing, however. That's a good place to be. And the Vulcan is going to try to get up here, and do we tag it appropriately? Apparently, it's now in the middle of the base, so we have to be careful with that. Our own turrets will potentially, you know, kill our own guys, so that's not fantastic. That's not good. We're going to move up here and get our nice accuracy bonus with the Phoenix Hawk up on high. The question is, who do we want to shoot at? 86 across the board. I think we're going to come down here to this and try to get this Wasp to go away. We've got all their attention, I think. Oh, baby, there's a left leg destroyed. There's going to be one pilot injury for sure as it hits the dirt. Oh, yeah, that mech is not going anywhere fast. Hamster says, now they get the turrets to shoot the building for them. Yeah, absolutely. It's a concern. The Wasp stands back up. Apparently, they can't keep a good Wasp down, or a bad one at that. It's going to get up a little bit closer and try to shoot at us and miss. That's all right. We have to take this, we have to get this mech taken care of. That is, oh, man. Not great. Oh, man. Well, in the meantime, tell you what, we're going to come down here and potentially melee some stuff until it falls apart. Or just back up. We'll just back up and shoot everything down here. Why not? It'll be fine. The Wasp should disappear, hopefully. There we go. Front to back, inside and out. Melted and melting and leaking all over the ground. Goes the Wasp. Bada bing, bada boom. Shadowhawk's coming up, and apparently we did not do a good enough job of tagging that mech. And I'm pretty sure I saw a miniature rocket take off over here. Something went up in the air, which is not ideal. So Flavolicious, we got to get back up here and tag this Wolverine because apparently that was not enough. So here we go. All the shots rolling down in. We're at 88% resolve. We really need to start using our precision strikes. We're probably going to save those for the triple SRM Griffin just to get all those missiles as clustered on target as possible. There we go. Focusing in on our Vulcan. We can take it. We have the maximum armor. Will our turrets do friendly damage? Potentially. It's a concern. Whoosh, whoosh. Coming on in with the LRMs. And the PPC misses, of course. No surprise there. Where's the other turret going in? Yeah, stray shots. Not good. Only 4 damage, though, so we got lucky on that one. And some stray shots and some other stuff, so, you know. That mech is panicked, though. That's all right. Where's it going? It's running back out of the city. Apparently, it does not like getting shot to pieces by a bunch of turrets and stuff in buildings. And that works in our favor. I am A-okay with that. That's all right with me. So with that being the case, we're going to get up here and smash some more mechs. So sure, we're going to come up here and smash away on the Vulcan with our Vulcan. Some more Vulcan on Vulcan action. Pretty sure there's a Star Trek episode about that, but I'm not really sure which one it is. Hey, Azakis, welcome to the adventure. Welcome to the channel as we battle our ISP issues and tackle all the issues in the inner sphere. Oh man, there it is. The mech goes on down. Pilot is injured. And we have one more opportunity here, and we're going to take it if we can. And all the firepower going into the CT as much as we can possibly do. Bazap, 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 bazap. There it is, and boom! CT is destroyed. Sarvik getting the shot done with the big guns. Oh, baby. Now the Shadowhawks are going to come up here and probably focus on some other stuff. It's running rampant in the base. Not ideal. Yeah, sure. We'll come up here at point blank range with the Wolverine and spend some precision strike here. Why not? What's the worst that could happen? It'll be fine. There we go. Trying to rip open the CT on that mech. Just not quite working as intended. Yeah, we'll get a little bit closer up here. Do some more damage. Can we jump down? Not quite. We can jump, however, just in general. It's one little tiny pop. Maybe that'll give us a little bit more of an unbroken line. Not really sure. Probably wasn't quite worth it, but we're gonna go for it. See, Azakis, how is your morning, your evening, whatever it is for the breakover point of midnight going? How is it going for you? We're doing what we can, having some fun, battling their ISP as part of the adventure, and using all the armor on all of our mechs, which is fantastic. Hopefully our allies don't blow up our own buildings. That's a continuing concern right now. Stray shots. Oh man, it's getting low. It's getting less and less. Oh, more stray shots. We need to keep our buildings together, and the AI might just ruin it for us if we're not careful. You're an insomniac tonight. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, hopefully our misadventures here will help you, you know, get back into a spot that makes things a little bit better for you. Wolverine. Sure. We'll go up here and smash on a Wolverine from the side. Why not? It'll be fine. Vulcan on Wolvie action, and boom! There it is. That went internal. Quad Slayers rolling in for the damage. Bazap, 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 bazap. Armor is still holding for the moment. And we're going to get up here as well with the Phoenix Hawk. Lose a little bit of heat, but we're going to get closer to get those small lasers rolling on up. And we are going to precision strike into the CT. We're going to overheat. That is A-okay. So there we go, all the way in. Let's find that big red button as we blow up the left torso. That is an injury for sure. Pilot is a little stressed, and yes, we found the big red button. The mech is in toast processing mode, which is fantastic. Shadowhawk's rolling through, deciding to come back. Not really sure. I don't know. I think we gave the mech a concussion up there. Whatever's going on. Looking around for some boring streamers to put me to sleep. Joking, of course. And no worries, man. No worries. We like the pain. That is the masochism tango. That is our adventure. So a good chance to hit on this, but we're going to sit up here at near point blank range as well. We're still at 56, but we are going to precision strike through the CT if we can. Here we go. Whooshy, 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 whoosh, and bam, CT destroyed. All that is left now is the Shadowhawk. Oh, baby. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. And we're a little hot here. We're just going to sprint. I don't want to risk shooting through the buildings. This is not what we need right now. The turrets are going to do a good job of that for us, no matter what we do. So there it is. The missiles thankfully moved around the building, which is pretty impressive, all things considered. There it is. That's a pretty fresh-looking Shadowhawk. It's not really sure about what it's decided to do with its life right now. And we're going to dig into this in the backside with the Vulcan, and we'll see what happens. He's bunkered down as he's hoping to get shot a lot now. That's true. Very true. Unfortunately, we're going to punch him, and then we're going to shoot him in the butt, which is all part of the plan. Sarvik, we're going to come up here on the backside. And... ooh, can we do that up here? Not easily, as it were. So we're just going to go through on this side here. Precision strike, all the things, through the CT, turn off a large laser. There we go. It's fine. We'll get toasty. It's fine. Everything's good. Everything's good. Yep, we're just melting internal structure. It's another heat sink. It's okay. Not a problem. The Blackjack is going to get a little bit closer as well. Unless we've got Cyber Gizmo. Ooh, which can come here with the Griffin. And can we get on the backside? We can't quite do that, but we can whoosh whoosh with all the missiles and hopefully not do a lot of team damage. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Putting the pressure on that Shadowhawk. And I think it's working out well. Not that it's going to help out much, Hamster. Yeah, I would agree. And just like that, we're going to get a little bit closer, and we're going to whoosh away. And we're overheating. It's fine. Everything is fine. There you go. T-shirt sleeves removed. Tank top status achieved. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. We mech in mysterious ways. Oh, man, look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, some roasty, toasty, red-hot glow in action. And the enemy did a good job of trying to clear the base for us, at least distance-wise, so that our turrets aren't going to get as many friendly kills on our buildings. Yeah, I would be a little panicked as well as everything is blasting off that mech. Parts detonating everywhere, rapid unexpected disassembly, and panicked. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. The mech is panicked but is surviving the rolls. We're going to send Deathfox up to dock on the mech and basically say, hey, tap, tap, tap. You can go now. Internal damage, quad lasers wrapping it up. There we go. Ammo explosion, pilot injured, and they are down for the count. Oh, baby. Hamster says, see, that's a proper Shadowhawk, not a Cretan travesty. Still falls just like the rest. Well, looks like a mission successful. We cleared out everything. We did a good job. I will count that as a win. Baby, 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 bada bing, bada boom. Good stuff. Oh, man. 400,000 C-bills, a little bit of internal damage, nothing that a little bit of time in the repair base can't fix. We got ourselves a Vulcan 2T component right there, as well as some AC2 ammo. Not too shabby, and we are solvent again for at least another month. And we can still sell some mechs as far as, what we're working on in terms of, making sure that we're good to go moving forward, which is pretty darn awesome. Oh, man. So, excuse me. So, ladies and gents, as we mentioned earlier, the next time we stream, whether it's next week or a few weeks down the road, we'll see how long it takes to resolve the ISP issues that we have. We will be diving into the latest version of... oh, man, look at this. Look at all this God rays coming off this. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Oh, man, it's so good. We're going to be diving into a preview version of the next version of BEX3025. And we'll be diving in to see how that works, how it's going to go. We're probably going to end up skipping a few years from our current timeline, closer to 3053, picking up narratively where we left off with as many of our pilots as possible, focusing on those that are currently subscribed to the channel, and then going down through that adventure from there. Oh, man, I'm excited. I'm pretty stoked. We're back at 1.25 million C-bills. We're going to come up here and hit the save game button on this. And we're going to say thank you, everybody, for stopping on by. It's been an adventure. I'm going to switch it over to the stream thank you page, and we're going to find someone to raid before my internet completely dies, and we will have a good amount of time. So as always, thank you very much. It's been a blast, everybody. You've been amazing. You're just fantastic, and I hope the week coming up is good. The weekend that you've had here is fantastically well, and as always, I will see you next time. Have a good one.